As a family law attorney, it breaks my heart to have to tell my clients this. The court system is reactive, not proactive. What do I mean by that? I get clients coming in all the time with genuine fears and worries that their ex is going to do something wrong or damaging, and they want me to go and get a court order to prevent that behavior before it occurs. Sadly, I have to tell them that legally there's really nothing we can do based on fear alone, no matter how legitimate or real that fear is. Courts don't intervene in custody cases until a specific action occurs. Now, in our last video, we talked about how that principle applies when your ex is not going to return your kiddo at an exchange. But in this video, I want to address when you get concerned or worried that your ex might become abusive or neglectful. Let's say that you've watched your ex recently start to deteriorate emotionally, or maybe they've started to escalate in their aggression. And because you know them so well, you see the writing on the wall. You start to have very real concerns and fears about how that's going to play out in their parenting with your child. Can the courts intervene? No. But there are important steps that you can take so that you are armed and ready if, God forbid, that line is crossed. First and foremost, start documenting everything now. If your ex sends the kiddos to school in clothes that don't fit one time, it could be a mistake or an isolated incident. But if you start creating a journal and a calendar that outlines and documents every time their clothes are too small, or the kids aren't well groomed, or they've missed meals over a pattern, that is something that we can use to take to the court and ask them to intervene and protect your kids. Or let's say that your kiddo has started to report to you that your ex is using really unkind language or words when they get in trouble. Now, inside of a vacuum, a court might see that as just reasonable, although unfavorable, discipline. But if you're documenting, again, journaling or calendaring every time your ex is talking out of turn or emotionally abusive to your kiddo, then if, God forbid, they finally lay hands on their kids, that physical contact is no longer an isolated incident. It's a pattern of abuse that we can take to the courts and try to get protection for your kids. Second step is to go ahead and call us the moment you have those concerns. Consulting with or even hiring our firm doesn't lock you into having to file a lawsuit or engage in litigation. What it does is create the relationship so that you can be armed with information and we can have the background necessary that if your ex is ever to cross the line, we are ready to jump and file for that temporary restraining order needed to protect your kiddos. So if you find yourself starting to have some of these worries or concerns, go ahead and call us at the Fox Firm today.